In a world gone dark, where the heroes fade, one name echoes louder than the thunder. Stands in ruins, the box office cold. He-Man swung his sword, but the magic felt old. Opening weekend whispers, one trick pony you ride. Eternity is calling, but the fans won't abide. Then lightning flash in a sea of golden hair, a bombshell with fire and a warrior stare. She's stepping through the portal, sword race to the sky. Sydney's coming, watch the whole damn universe fly. No more shadows, no more dying light. She's the spark that turns the darkness into light. She-Ra, queen of the fucking night. Sydney fucking Sweeney, gonna make it right. Power sword shining in her hand, saving masters from this one trick shit. She-Ra, feel the thunder roar. Blonde ambition crashing through the door. From the goddamn flop to the top, she's rewriting the lore. Sydney's eternal flame forevermore. They said the franchise stumbled, couldn't find its feet. Ticket sales were silent on that opening street. But she's got the glow, the heart, the screen command, turning silver screen gold with a wave of her hand. No more maybe someday, this is destiny's call. She'll ride the battle cat and conquer it all. From housemaid glory to the Grayskull throne, Sydney's bringing magic that the people can own. The crowd is rising, feel the power ignite. One woman's fire gonna burn eternal light. She-Ra, queen of the fucking night. Sydney fucking Sweeney, gonna make it right. Power sword shining in her hand, saving masters from this one trick shit. She-Ra, feel the thunder roar. Blonde ambition crashing through the door. From the goddamn flop to the top, she's rewriting the lore. Sydney's eternal flame forevermore. Oh, the skeptics laughed, said the dream was done. But legends aren't born beneath the dying sun. She'll lift the sword high, let the cosmos scream her name. Turn one trick pony into a badass Hall of Fame. She-Ra, queen of the fucking night. Sydney fucking Sweeney, gonna make it right. Power sword blazing like a goddamn star, saving masters. Fuck the one trick star. She-Ra, hearts on fire tonight. Sydney owns the motherfucking fight. From box office grave to legendary heights, masters of the universe, she makes it right. She-Ra, Sydney, eternal flame. The universe will never be the
Hey, what's going on, everyone? Whoopsie daisy. Hold on a second. I'm on the wrong one. There we go. How's it going, everybody? It's the, what day is it? It's the 9th of June, 2026. It's Hollywood After Dark. After Dark. What a weekend it was, especially if you were following anything involving the box office. We shouldn't, to be fair. None of it concerns us. But it's one of those things people hold on to. You know what I'm saying? It's all like, who's going to win? Is it going to be Scary Movie 6? Is it going to be Obsession? Is it going to be fucking Backrooms? Or is it going to be the Scrappy Dappy 2, the little movie that could? Masters of the Universe. And of course, Masters of the Universe did not come out on top over the course of the weekend. Actually, I'm gonna go on a limb. I'm gonna say it did. I'm gonna say Masters of the Universe came out on top over the weekend. Did it make the most money? No. Is it gonna make the most money? No. But is it one that's being largely looked at favorably? Right? People are actually saying go see it. People are actually saying that it's good, saying that it's a lot of fun, saying that it's everything they fucking wanted in a He-Man movie. Yeah, I'm going to go on a limb. I'm going to fucking say that shit. I am going to say that shit. You know why? Because that's what I've been seeing. Even Amazon. I gotta say this is a good thing. Even Amazon came out, despite it coming in number 2 at the box office. All right? But it wasn't number 5 or number 4. It was number 2. We knew it wasn't going to be number 1. That was going to Scary fucking movie. We know that. But Backrooms had an $80 million opening weekend, man. Fucking dipped down to number 3. Number 4. Obsession, still holding on strong, was number 3. Now, that ain't nothing to fucking scoff at, folks. That ain't nothing to fucking tilt your head at, look sideways at, and go, huh, that's peculiar. It's a good sign. It's a good sign that people are going to the movies, but it's not the right audience going to the movies. And that's another thing when it comes to Masters of the Universe we have to fucking contend with. The reason why Backrooms and Obsession are doing very well is because they're aimed at an audience that doesn't have loyalty. We have to remember this, folks. The Gen Z audience, while they do enjoy going to see them flash in picture shows, there's no loyalty. Okay? They're sellswords, truly. They're mercenaries for hire. Absolutely. There's no loyalty to the brand. Now, I'm not saying that as a bad thing. In fact, in many ways, that's a good thing. Because you want them to be able to go and enjoy a movie for the sake of it being a fucking movie, right? That's what we fucking like. We have to remember that. We have to champion that. We have to applaud that. But at the same time, a franchise like Masters of the Universe, which hasn't had a theatrical run in damn near 40 years, came out number 2. Sure, $29 million on a fucking $170 million budget. Ain't great, ain't grand, right? Ain't stellar. It ain't gonna knock anyone's socks off. Ain't gonna get no one pregnant. But what it does indicate is that, well, just like with The Mandalorian and Grogu, that intended audience will in fact show the fuck up. That intended audience will come into play. So then the question becomes, how do you capitalize on that? Well, like I've been saying for a long fucking time, theaters ain't what they used to be. I don't give a motherfucking shit what a bunch of fucking dickless teabagging assholes on Twitter have to say. You know, they don't know what it's like to be knee-deep in the shit. They don't. They don't fucking know what it's like to be knee-deep in the shit working in this fucking industry. Right? They sit back and they huff their own fucking farts, and they're like, well, you know, you guys, as they push their glasses back on their brow, you know, you guys, people are going to see these Gen Z coded movies. Movies are officially back. Our industry is saved. Oh, no. Obsession is a fucking once in a generation, like, just dynamite bombshell of a picture. Like, it's great. It's layered as fuck too, man. Like, when you realize like who the true villain of that movie is, it's insane. There's actually a villain, and there's a villain. I do want to talk. I don't know if people here have seen it or haven't seen it, but there's a villain that is he kind of gets what's coming to him, I think, in the movie, and it's not the guy you're thinking of. But the thing with something like Obsession is that it's great. It's doing great. Gangbusters, fucking fantastic. Good for it. Right. I'm not knocking that movie in any capacity. But the thing we have to remember here, we have to truly remember, is that for the most part, that's a unicorn. right? And a lot of other movies have done okay. We haven't, I think Michael, the goddamn Michael biopic hasn't crossed $1 billion yet. It might eke its way across that $1 billion threshold. Even Mario, I think Mario is the only movie this year, that has crossed $1 billion. If not, it's right there. It's a nut hair away from $1 billion. Mario. The last one did like 1.3 billion. This one did considerably less. Right? Look at even Avatar, Fire and Ash, right? Movie comes out, does $1.4 billion, 900 million shy of the previous film. People come out there and they go, no one gives a fuck about Avatar. And again, push their fucking glasses back up their brow, huff out their chest, and hope that a woman looks at them pleasingly. Something that they haven't really experienced in their few short years on this floating marble of ours, but still, I digress. But again, you look at then the home video sales of Avatar, Fire and Ash that have been coming out over the course of the past couple of days, right? We're learning more about this one now, and it dominated the fucking market. It dominated the month of May, right? 4K sales through the fucking roof. Massive fucking sales for Avatar. Oh, but it's fucking dead. No one likes Avatar anymore. God, jeez, it's fucking still selling like fucking hotcakes. Comes to Disney Plus in a couple days, I think. A couple weeks, whatever the fuck, soon. And then when that happens, man, it's fucking all bets are off and shit. Those numbers are going to be astra-fucking-nomical. Now, is it, again, pulling in the $2.3 billion that the last movie did? The answer to that is no. But it shows you that the franchise has legs, but not everything is predicated on the fucking box office, right? And that's the other part of this, too. How many motherfuckers, and not you guys listening right now, those of you who are here, I know you guys are the fucking real deal and shit, right? You the true motherfuckers. Okay. But like, how many motherfuckers out there do you watch on fucking Twitter, on fucking Facebook, on fucking YouTube? And all they fucking do is they get out there and they just whine. They whine like dogs on a fucking nail. Get off the fucking nail and enjoy a movie. I can't. You know, because that's all they do. That's where they get their fucking jollies and shit. They sit there and they just go like, right? They just fucking howl at the fucking moon over something, right? The box office, the Rotten Tomatoes score, the cinema score. It's all fucking performative nonsense. Now listen, I'm right now being performative. I'm being over the top for the sake of trying to be fucking funny. But, you know, you guys know me well enough to know that, like, I fucking feel this way. All right? Like, this is the shit that I feel. Like, this is what I talk about. You know? The idea here is, like, did you like the fucking movie? That's all at the end of the day that fucking matters. Now, I will say that I don't quite like the fucking massive reliance that we have on, you know, franchises and IPs and sequels and remakes and reboots and redos and prequels and I don't fucking know. Any word you want to use. All right. There's a massive reliance on that shit there. We don't need it. But, you know, part of the issue is that these things, they bring in money. And at the end of the day, Hollywood is called the entertainment industry. It's the film business. It's all about them dollar bills, y'all. That's what it's fucking into. That's what it's all about. That's what needs to be said. But all these fucking people, right? Just ask them, do you even like movies? It's an honest question, right? It's an honest question. Do you enjoy them? How do they make you feel? Right? Instead, the way these guys act, you want to hold up a doll and be like, okay, fine, show me on the doll where the movie touched you. Right? Like, what happened to you to fucking become this jaded, cynical bitch? Now, I'm a cynical, nihilistic motherfucker at times, I'll admit. But at the end of the day, I just want to be entertained with what I'm watching. And I'm an easy fucking lay. I'm a really easy lay. Okay. Like, that ain't a problem. You can easily get my nips hard on a lot of shit. Because I look for the value in the story. I look for the value in the experience. And I want to take it all in. All right? I want all fucking 9 inches deep. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking give it to me raw. Okay? That's what I want. And I think a lot of people want that too. A lot of people, we want to be deep-dicked by a good film. When is, honest to God, when you people listening right now, when is the last time you got deep dicked by a good film? You walked out just fucking satisfied. You know what I'm saying? You didn't think about shit. You weren't like, this is over and shit. You got plowed. You got fucking deep dicked. And it was good. It was good dick. I'm sure one of you out here is gay, so you know what I'm talking about. But I'm saying, when's the last time you got deep dicked by a movie? When's the last time that you just felt truly fucking satisfied? And it's hard to do these days, right? Because everything has an angle now, it feels like, and it's online and shit. But like a lot of it has like this, like, oh, it didn't perform at the box office, so the fucking cinema score wasn't very good. Oh, the fucking Metacritic score wasn't very good. Oh no, Rotten Tomatoes, Frankenbean. Right? You know what I mean? It's just stupid as shit. Because, Letterboxd, whatever, man. Fucking Carlos Mencia sounding like motherfucker. I'm talking about myself there. But it is true. It is true, man. We need to go back to a time of when we're just getting deep dicked by movies. We're fucking just straight up balls deep on a fucking film. You know what movie I think is going to do that for me next? Like, legit, that I'm going to go see? I think Spider-Man Brand New Day is going to do that for me. I've been rewatching the Spider-Man movies, the Tom Holland ones, with my girlfriend, and I fucking love them. I showed her the trailer, actually, for the new one. And she did not know that Frank Castle was in it. She loves John Bernthal as the Punisher. So she looked at me, she's like, we need to go see this. I'm like, damn straight we do. Damn fucking straight we do. I'm just saying here, it's like, you guys in the comments there, Matt using his blaxploitation voice. That's not true. Let's see here. Hold on. Oppenheimer for Mo. Mo got deep dicked by Oppenheimer. Okay. Spherical Man got deep dicked by Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, Bro. We could have a conversation about how that was a fake deep dicking. That was a fake. You didn't get the full 9 inches. You got maybe like 6.5. Gore Verbin. Fuck. The script was bad. Over the weekend, watched Dead Man Wire and Ladies First. Both are very good films. Nice. The Gentleman for Mo. Mo, you can't get deep dick twice. That's fucking too much dicking. Let's see here. I didn't get deep dick, but I had movie pussy so good I contemplated marriage. But what movie was it? What fucking movie was it? I should watch Born Again season 2 before Brand New Day. I will, yeah. Am I talking about deep dicking because it's Pride Month? No, Parallax. I'm talking about deep dicking so you finally come out. That's what I'm talking about. You can finally be like, God, I love getting deep dicked. It's all for you, Damien. It's all for you. I did it all for you. Sorry, I wasn't that the one I wasn't planning. That just came out. Like you should. Anyway. Obsession was that was good. That good movie pussy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Hey, I do. I know I liked Obsession. Super good. When a couple things caught my eye on Obsession. I should do a stream talking about that movie in depth because I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it. But there's like, I put up a Music Man. Go check my Twitter. I put up an Obsession tweet today. It's getting like no attention, unfortunately. But I think it's because I used the siren emojis and those got muted by Twitter. So I'm gonna repost it before I go to bed. But I want you to read it, and I want you to go and look at it and then see if I'm right, because I think I'm right. I think that movie fucking fucked us in so many ways. Let's see here. The Backroom literally gave me cinematic blue balls. Is it because the ending was so bad? I would have felt I got deep dicked by I felt like the Obsession deep dicked me because I've been fucking talking about it a lot. And then the Backrooms didn't deep dick me because the ending was shit. But the rest of it was really good, right? It was right there. It was right there at the fucking climax and shit. It was good stuff. So, there's that one. Anyway, The Watchmen. Mo, are you just like listing off movies now at this point? Oh, I did. So Mo, as a nice gesture, Mo got me the 007 First Light. He had gifted that to me, and I started playing it yesterday. So I didn't stream last night. I had other stuff to do, but I got a couple hours into the game, and it is really good. It is super good. Let's see. Droga here says the only thing I've seen about Obsession is a girl being hot, and that's it. No, man, it's a lot more than that. It's really, really, really good. Although it's one of those things where it's kind of like, I feel, it's definitely, how do I say it? The girl is attractive. That's true. Okay, that isn't changing at all. But the rest of the story is really, really, really good. So here we go. Check your Twitter DMs. Check your Twitter DMs. I sent you something. So, let's see here. Obsession was an awkward, sloppy, unsatisfied lay for me. I'm curious to know why. Okay, hold the fuck up, man. If you're not, look, here's the thing. You cannot watch Quantum of Solace on its own. Okay, it's a pairing movie. You've got to watch Quantum of Solace paired with Casino Royale. And I mean, like, as soon as fucking Casino is over, pop in Quantum. Keep that momentum going, because Quantum picks up 2 hours after the ending of Casino. It's literally like the second part to that story. And at that point, the reason why it works is because Bond is all rage in Quantum of Solace. You know, and he's reckless in Quantum of Solace because he's so angry about what happened in the end of Casino Royale. So, like, you got to do Casino, and then you got to pair it with Quantum. Now, you got to do them back to back, man. You can't fucking give it time. I'm sorry. Like, you can't go, I did it last night, and then like 12 hours later, I'm going to start it. The momentum is gone. You got to do them back to back. Quantum is probably one of the worst films in the series because of the writer's strike. Maybe, but it's still awesome. Yeah, Matt, I did watch Quantum right after Casino. I loved it. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's the momentum. There's you can't let that momentum dip. I love Quantum on its own, but it's even better when it's paired with that one there. Mo asking, is it a crime that I enjoyed all of the Daniel Craig Bond movies? No. Skyfall's fucking amazing. Spectre has some issues. I haven't seen No Time to Die yet. I want to. I just haven't. The camera work. Okay, here's the problem. Okay, I will say this. Here is a criticism about Quantum of Solace. It leaned too heavily into Paul Greengrass, the Bourne Supremacy. Okay, it leaned too heavily into that because they saw the success of the Bourne Identity, and then you had a lot of success with the Bourne Supremacy. And they leaned into the Paul Greengrass style of the cinematography, which I think works, again, when you pair it with Casino. Okay, when you realize Bond is unhinged and he is pissed as shit, and he's just like saying, fuck it and going to town, like, that plays into it really well, but on its own, it can be a little bit problematic, I'll admit. Especially, it's difficult, too, because Martin Campbell did such an amazing job with Casino Royale that it's almost like anything that comes after it is going to be tough. There's so many cuts in the film. Yeah. Do you not remember the Bourne Supremacy? Like, there was a time where Hollywood was desperate to recreate that. Like, there was a time even like before then, go back and watch Alien versus Predator. And when the Predator is fighting the alien, there are so many fucking cuts. All right. Now, I will say one of the worst offenders is Taken 3. See if I can find this clip here. Taken 3. Yeah. I don't know why this happened. But over the course of 7 seconds, look how many fucking... this is Brian Mills jumps a fence, 7 seconds long. Just watch this clip. See that? 7 seconds, and there was like 15. There was like 15 fucking takes on that, 15 cuts on that one, right? So, I'm just saying, it's like you got that. That was the thing with that one there. That was the thing with that one. Real quick, couple super chats I haven't gotten to here yet. Thank you. Otis for $2. Thank you, buddy. He says, have you seen the Ice Cream Man trailer yet? I haven't. We can take a look at that here in a little bit. Remember, these streams get fucking either demonetized or blocked because of watching trailers. So support is always appreciated with either a like or a super chat or something. Let's see. I'll Google that here. Okay. Oh yeah, I haven't, like I said, I haven't seen it, but I want to. Okay. Thank you for that. HBarts for Fiverr says, so many people this week I've argued with over Man of Steel and them saying Superman is emo. These people really don't understand movies. They don't. And this is why I say this hyperbolically, but also kind of truthfully, and I think it lands. Comic books are bad if you want to enjoy a film medium. If you just want to read comic books, then enjoy comic books. Nothing wrong with that. Comics are cool. I read Absolute Batman #1. Fucking thought it was great. Need to continue reading the other ones. But I enjoyed Absolute Batman 1. Okay, but the point is, Man of Steel deconstructs the character of Superman, gives him an arc, a beginning, a middle, and an end for the movie, and then we're going to lead to get him towards, it's like it's birth, death, rebirth. That was the arc of those 3 films, by the way. But again, a lot of that is lost on people because they just want, I want my red trunks over my fucking Superman suit. So people don't think that I'm a fucking threat. They think of me as a clown. Which is basically how David Corenswet, justifies the trunks on the suit or not. Which is fine, whatever. Again, I think Corenswet is a good actor. I loved him in the role. But if you take the Superman and Man of Steel and you put him against the Superman in Superman 2025, there is no comparison. Clark Kent, Henry Cavill had an arc, a beginning, a middle, and an end. And he very much went on that arc. And they deconstructed the hero mythos and they built it up and everything else. And they had a man questioning who he was, which is part of the storytelling process, especially when you get to the parts of like the Dark Knight of the Soul. You had a little bit of that in Superman 2025, but then James Gunn just kind of like let it go to comedy or let it go to the absurd and like never hung on the emotional beats because that man can't. That man, I'm telling you this right now, James Gunn is deathly afraid of the character of Superman. Okay, remember what it was when they approached him in 2018. Warner Brothers was like, hey man, listen, we know you just got fired from Marvel for saying some shit a long time ago. Do you want to go and do Superman for us? And he's like, no, God, no. I want to go do a movie about a bunch of broken people who are broken. Okay. And then they try to find meaning. And he's like, and then the Suicide Squad, which is good. And then he went back and he did Guardians 3, which is a movie about broken people who are broken. Right. And then he did Peacemaker, which is about a broken person who is broken. And then Peacemaker Season 2 about a broken person who is broken. And then he does fucking Superman. That bitch ain't broken. That motherfucker ain't broken at all. You break down the character arc of David Corenswet Superman, and he is just like, he's naive, sure, but he doesn't actually grow as a character. Yeah, he has a reaffirmation of faith in the movie, like that's it. But there's no real growth. There's nothing there. It's literally just like another day in the life of Clark Kent. And that doesn't work. That works for a comic, by the way. That absolutely works for a comic book. Make no fucking mistake. If you want to read a comic, you don't have time for the character to grow. I talked about this on Twitter the other day. Indiana Jones, there's a great clip about, see if I can find that clip. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about here. You guys gotta kind of be on my fucking level here, man. Because this is a true thing too. And a lot of this even stems back to, it goes back to the old pulp style of everything, right? Because people don't realize how influential pulp is, right? Pulp fiction. Okay, so check out this clip right here. I'm going to set it up and then I'm going to explain it, right? But this scene is fucking just a masterclass in misdirection, but it's done for a very particular reason.
It's perfectly obvious where the pages are. He's given them to Marcus Brody.
Marcus? You didn't drag poor Marcus along, did you? He's not up to the challenge.
He sticks out like a sore thumb. We'll find him.
The hell you will. He's got a 2-day head start on you, which is more than he needs. Brody's got friends in every town and village from here to the Sudan. He speaks a dozen languages, knows every local custom. He'll blend in, disappear. You'll never see him again. With any luck, he's got the grail already.
Does anyone here speak English?
For one, that's a great setup because the joke is Marcus Brody is an idiot. All right. Like, you know, that he is. Denholm Elliott did a great job with the character. I mean, this is one of the many, many, many reasons why The Last Crusade is one of the greatest films ever made. In fact, the Indiana Jones trilogy all the way through is very much, indicative of that. And I will always defend Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and Dial of Destiny. Now, the reason why I showed you guys that clip to go to the point about how James Gunn writes a lot of this stuff. It's called competency porn. Okay, and this is a term that is a relatively new term, but it very much is in line with the storytelling aspects of Pulp Fiction. It is a person who is completely adept at everything, like a master of everything, right? This is Batman in a nutshell. Is also very much a definition of this. Is the smartest person not only in the room but the whole building. Knows everything about everyone. Knows exactly what to look for, knows exactly what to say, understands every language, understands every custom, understands mathematic equations, understands engineering, understands technology, science, everything. Okay, the character is competent in every conceivable way. That's why it's called competency porn, because what you're watching is someone with no real discernible flaws going into a situation, fixing it, then leaving. It gives you the power fantasy that you're looking for. Now, this is very popularized during the Pulp Fiction era from the 1930s to the 1950s, maybe a little bit before or a little bit beyond, depending on what magazine you were reading. But these guys, these authors, they had 6,000 words to put these stories to paper. Okay, they got paid a penny per word, by the way. So they'd make $60 a story if they got accepted. Now, these guys would crank out hundreds of thousands of words per month. And so they didn't have time for character development. They didn't have time to set the stage, to build the worlds in a way that would be great and grandiose and would establish themselves as having that kind of literary wit. No, instead what they did is they took a character, they cranked his stats to 100 on everything. They dropped him into danger. They doubled that danger. Then he was able to have a moment where he almost won, but then almost lost. Then realized what was wrong, fixed it using the information he had previously learned, defeated the bad guy, fixed the problem, and fucked off into the sunset. That is competency porn. That is Pulp Fiction. That is also comic books. But that's not always movies. See, that's where the difference is. Now, you can escalate and you can write these stories for these movies to fit into that category. You can do it, right? You absolutely can. But when it comes to the way that we normally write movies or the way that we normally tell these kind of cinematic stories, you need to have a bunch more context, right? You have your 3 acts initially, your beginning, your middle, your end. Okay, then you have your central theme, but you have to have your character start somewhere and then go someplace else. In comic books, you normally don't get that. The character is established as being who they are, what they are, how they are, and then from there, they solve the problem that is exactly in front of them that can be wrapped up in an issue or two. That is the competency porn of superheroes. And that's one of the reasons why I don't want to say that superheroes are becoming a dying genre. They're not. But this is why the deconstruction of them has to happen. This is why spending the time with them at their worst moments and building off of that, it has to happen. In the case of Man of Steel, Clark goes through all of that. In the case of Superman 2025, Clark gets sick, goes home, has a pep talk from his dad, and is all of a sudden better again. That's not really growth. It's just reaffirmation. That's it. Now, I'm not saying reaffirmation is always bad. I'm not saying even that Superman 2025 is bad. I like the movie a lot. But when you compare the thematics in the character arcs between Man of Steel 2013 and Superman 2025, there is no denying the fact that James Gunn raced to the finish line because he's afraid of the character. He's afraid of making that character broken or weak or broken down or anything in between. He can't have a character that ends up having those kind of moments, because he's really good at writing those moments. He's really good at building up underdog characters. But how do you take a character that's as strong as a literal god and make them weak without going back to the same trope of, oh no, a person's in danger, right? Now, he did that in this movie, I'll be fair. Okay, when he used Metamorpho to keep Superman weak in order to then, kill that guy. So, he could basically lord it over him, right? All of that makes sense. But look at the whole thing about Superman's emotional crescendo, right? He's there, he's beaten Lex, he's wondering why Lex hates him, doesn't understand why some guy, doesn't like him at all. And he says, like, you're not human. He's like, no, I get scared. I love, I feel, all of these things, right? This great performance, by the way. David Cornsweet gave a great performance. And then the scene is immediately undercut by having Crypto attack Lex for a cheap fucking laugh. And that cheap laugh tells you everything you need to know about the emotional maturity of James Gunn in a moment like that. That's the difference between the two. What you find is, in essence, thematically rich storytelling on both stories. But your execution of both are wildly different. And Superman fails at almost every single aspect of that, whereas Man of Steel does not. Which is why Man of Steel is a generational classic for CBMs. And Superman is just, the start of this iteration of the characters. People might like it, but a lot of people are also waiting for the other shoe to drop and the whole thing to get rebooted once again. There is very little faith in DC, and I don't even know if Supergirl's going to pull it off. It looks fun, right? But I don't know if they're going to pull it off or not. Jason Momoa dipping out of the Helldivers movie right before the release of Supergirl is not necessarily a good look for him, because Helldivers is a very popular game and people were looking forward to that. So I don't know what's going to happen. But that's kind of my take on it, right? Like, there's a lot there with storytelling. There's a lot there with character building, character arcs, and everything else that simply just does not exist within the confines of the James Gunn universe. And that has everything to do with the man himself, who can tell these stories, who absolutely can create this kind of stuff. Doesn't do it because he is deathly afraid of it. And that is, unfortunately, the reality of James Gunn being the head. He can tap into it. But he can't stick the landing. And that is very clear. Whereas, hey, it's been 13 years since Man of Steel, and people are still talking about it almost all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Kind of see that, right? In 13 years, are we going to be talking about Superman 2025? The answer to that is no, not even close. All right. Thank you for that, though. H-Bart's here. All right. Rational for Fiverr. The Crossed film from Garth Ennis is going to get so many people offended. And man, is it and mad, the likes no one has ever seen, and I'm here for it. Oh, people getting offended. Offended and mad, the likes of which no one has ever seen. I mean, here's the thing with that. I don't know. I mean, it's great to think about, like, that's going to be like what gets them. That's going to be what offends them. That's going to be what pushes it. I'm down for that, but we're going to have to wait and see, really. But I whenever we get more out of it, I'm down for that. Let's see. H. Barcier says, I'm so done with gun guzzlers that I'm refusing to watch any future DCU projects. I mean, look, man, don't let the people who fucking glaze that shit, turn you off of watching anything. If you enjoyed Superman, there's a high probability you're going to like Supergirl. Okay. So I'm being honest. Doesn't mean you can't be critical, right? Now, unless your name starts with a D, all right. Like, you can't be critical about anything James Gunn if your name starts with a D. We know that much. But anyway, yeah, I would say watch it, man. Like, I'm going to watch it. I don't know if I'm going to go to the early screening or not. If it's a good price, I will, but I'm not dropping $30 on it like I did for Superman last year. Ahsoka here says newest Nintendo Direct was fire. The only thing as soon as I woke up today and I had to run errands after taking the kids to school, and I didn't know about the Direct going on. And for some reason, my timeline was not aflutter with people talking about the Ocarina of Time remake. And I'm like, holy shit. It looks like finally that Nintendo, after a year of the Switch 2 being out, has finally started putting out games on it. I did watch a video today of what's it called? Of Star Fox. It looks pretty good. My daughters think that Fox McCloud is the best character from Super Mario Galaxy, the movie. So they're like excited for more Star Fox, which is great. Thank you for that. Otis for 10. Thank you. Let's see. It's weapons meets 80s B movie, The Stuff. The tagline is, oh shit. What are we talking about on that one? Right? What are we talking about? So I don't know, man. What movie, Otis? It's weapons meets 80s B movie, The Stuff. The tagline is hilarious. Fuck. Which you got, oh god damn it, you got to tell me. I completely blanked on that one there. You sent me, but thank you for that, Otis. I do, tell me so I can remember. Command unit here says, sent you 40K AI video. All right, we'll take a look at that later. Thank you, though. HWAD says, people keep telling me Henry wasn't Superman, and I'm not a Superman fan because I like Man of Steel. Well, I mean, look, man, we know people are kind of like dumb. Okay, they're and I want to say dumb. Tribalistic is the best way to describe it. Okay, that is the best way to describe a lot of people on this app. Like for example, okay, so I can find this one here. All right, the writers of what's it called? The writers of Send Help, Freddy vs. Jason, Baywatch. You know, bunch of movies and whatnot. They're over here on Twitter earlier today, kind of talking about saying, hot take, I really don't understand why normal people not in the industry care about what movies cost versus box office. Your ticket costs the same amount. See what you want to see and move on. And then I said tribalism. It's all fucking tribalism, right? That's what I'm talking about here. So, you know, what noise? I didn't hear a noise. But that's kind of the whole point, though, is that, like, you know, people out there are mad. So they're saying that Henry wasn't Superman and that, you know, you're not a Superman fan because you like Man of Steel. Again, people just kind of want to make it about how they feel on that one versus, I don't know, I guess like reality. The whole point is that there are different areas of interpretation, I guess, right? And the problem, though, is because Superman movies take so long to come out, they want them to be universally liked. And Man of Steel was divisive, but I think over time it gained a lot of fans. But then, of course, you know, like the industry is like moving in a different direction, and you've got the whole toxic fan base versus everything else. So it does become a bit of an issue. But at the same time, it is what it is. All right, here. Okay, so are you talking about the Ice Cream Man is what Otis was saying. Okay, thank you, Spherical Man. So here, let's check out the trailer for Ice Cream Man.
What happened? Someone hurt my mommy. Who? Me.
Grim.
Oh my god.
You guys see that weird ice cream man today?
What do you mean weird?
He just kept popping up, like he was following me. Is everyone sick or something? Marcella! Marcella!
Back to your classroom. What is going on here?
This isn't funny! Jesus fucking Christ! What have you done?
Oh my god.
That ice cream's demonic. They're not trying to kill us. They're trying to turn us. We have to run.
You can't just kill him. You have to cut his head off.
fucking kids.
Thank you for clicking on our video.
Oh my God. Holy fuck. What the fuck was that? Oh my fucking God. Holy fucking shit. This is based on the Ice Cream Man comics by W. Maxwell Prince. Okay. I'll tell you this, man. This was more weapons than weapons was. Holy fucking shit. It gives away too much. I mean, yeah. Look, man, at least at least there's a sense of humor about it. All right. At least there's a sense of humor about it in the sense that, you know, unlike Hostel, which was like, it took itself so fucking seriously. It took itself so goddamn seriously. That looked like fun. I want to see that. Will I go see that one in a theater? No, but will I watch it very much on digital? Yes. All right. H Bars for 5. Thank you. Says also, how do you not cast Adria Arjona as the role she was born for instead of Z-level shit? We don't know yet if she's playing Maxima. We don't know yet. I don't know yet. I don't know, man. Like, look, all right, maybe they got someone else in mind. Maybe they want someone for Wonder Woman that's like more of an unknown, you know? I don't know. I don't know what's going on with that shit, right? It's like kind of crazy, I guess, you know? But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I wish I knew. I do not know. I wish I knew, but I do not know. Anyway, thank you for that one. Makes overrated ass Terrifier look like Barbie. I like Terrifier though. I like Terrifier. What up, Chris? How you doing, buddy? That trailer was fucking insane. I mean, Eli Roth has always been unstable. Yeah. I'm glad that I still need to see Thanksgiving because I remember when they did the trailer for that. That was over in way back in 2007 on the Grindhouse movie. That was great. But that looked like fun. That looked like fun. Hold on. There's this new one here I kept seeing today popping up. I haven't seen this one yet. We'll give it a shot. This is Whalefall teaser. Is this like the sequel to the Brendan Fraser movie?
I can teach you things. I'll give you all the tools. You can be whatever you want. Anything you want. When it matters, and you'll know what to do.
Survivors survive.
What the fuck?
Thank you for clicking on our video.
What the fuck? That's a rental. The trailer's cool, but I feel like the trailer gives it all away. You're just all like, fucking, oh my God. That's fucking funny, man. That's pretty goddamn funny, to be fair. Let's see here. All right, Bible movie, I see you. Yeah. Bet the diver's name is Noah, probably. This is a weird direction for the Moonfall sequel. You wish it was. Jonah and the Whale. Yeah, I think that's what it's gonna happen. Let's see. I don't know, man. I do agree with Parallax though, that a guy would probably be dead if a sperm whale ate him. Because he's gonna go into the belly of the whale and fight a giant squid. And everything else is kind of funny. All right. I haven't talked to Chris in a while. I'll bring Chris in for a bit. I'm not gonna go too long this evening. Because I got some shit I want to fucking do. But yeah, fucking whale ate me. So here we go. One thing that popped up. We're getting some first reactions to Toy Story 5. So that's pretty cool. Here we go. So Hollywood Reporter is kind of taking in some of the collection here. Andrew Salazar, he has me blocked, but he's one of the, I don't know why he had me blocked. He's one of the co-founders of Discussing Film. So he liked the movie, saying here that it's a genuine home run. Then you've got Boris Kitt says, as Toy Story 5 began, the lady behind me turned to her friend. You're crying already? Yep, her friend replied. Can confirm many tears were shed by them and all. You've got the Hollow Files. Says it's a sweet, clever, funny, heartwarming film, delivers everything you could want from a Toy Story movie. It says taps into the themes from Toy Story 3. No, there's going to be a lot of comments about how like this movie is not Toy Story 4. That Toy Story 4 is not good, right? Like you're going to get a lot of that shit. You're going to get a lot of that. Like people going after Toy Story 4. Well, Andrew the Shill loved Toy Story but hated Mario. Yeah, well, dude, Discussing Film sucks. All right. Like, Discussing Film, like, they suck. They used to be cool, but they're not anymore. Scott Menzel here says it's a wonderfully heartfelt return to form. Pixar Post says it's centered around friendship, loyalty, and the feeling of having someone in your corner when the world changes around you, which is literally everybody. The emotions run deep. The humor is loud. Oops. As Smarty Pants and Forky bring some of the film's biggest laughs. Toy Story 5 here by Drew Taylor is an absolute home run and further proof that this is the greatest animated film franchise ever. Shrek would like to have a word. So it seems that right now we're seeing that it's pretty good. I'm not seeing anything here that's really kind of like going after it. Daniel Baptista says it's a generation-defining experience. Jermaine Lucier says it's a bit disjointed at the start as it builds up multiple different storylines, but they end up paying off with a phenomenal third act film with heart, humor, and the heart and humor you expect from Pixar. Top tier stuff. I laughed, I cried, I loved it. So a lot of people are talking about it as being good. But it also feels that a lot of these accounts are kind of people that are very prone to talk about fucking Pixar and shit. Right? Just saying. So a lot of good stuff there. I want to see it. I'm excited to see Toy Story 5. I enjoy Toy Story, all the other ones. I laughed, I cried, I wet my pants. God fucking damn it. So yeah, there's that. What else is going on? I'm willing to bet that the toys leave Bonnie at the end or Andy gets them back. I don't know, man. If they go back to Andy, I'll tell you this, that should be where the story ends, but it's got to be like 20 years down the road. Right? It's got to be like 20 years down the road when like Andy's like, he's got kids, right? Maybe like 10 years down the road, 15 years down the road or whatever. Andy's got kids and he wants to give the toys to his kids, that I think that would be the play. That's how you bring it home again, right? Like you go through all the identity, but then they go, then they're all reunited. They're all home. But at the same time, you know, like you will eventually go through the same process. Andy gets them back when he's in an iron lung. Oh, what is that? The sequel to Iron Lung? Andy is replaced by AI. That would happen. That would definitely happen there. I think we're looking at a lot going on with the Toy Story. Because here's the thing: every time Disney gets afraid, they're going to go make another fucking Toy Story movie. That's just what they do. You know what I mean? Like that's just what they fucking do. Speaking of some shit, hold on. Do a film about Andy's mom's toys. If you know, you know. Yeah, there you go. Hey, what up, Chris? How you doing, buddy?
I'm all right. I'm good, man. I'm back with it. Can you believe this shit? Like another, I think I told you, I didn't tell everybody, but like, you can remember the first time my foot got all crazy and I just like started sending out pictures without permission. And I'm like, you know, it's not just certain things you got to ask for consent for, you know, maybe before you show somebody your entire foot degloved, don't show pictures. So this time, you know, I was in the hospital for a few days, had to get another surgery because of that evil little brown recluse bit me and fucked my arm up. But this time I didn't send out pictures. I was a good boy. You know what I mean? But like now I'm home and I'm chilling, or I would have jumped on with you a lot sooner. But
well, yeah, I mean, if you're fucked up from a brown recluse,
yeah. Well, what it is, Maddie, is I'm at the level now. My diabetes, I've got it under control, but you're diabetic. You know how slow we heal, and you know how something even as simple as a paper cut in the wrong place can end us up in the hospital. You know, like I'm at the point now. A hangnail could fucking kill me. So when
I will admit I'm not there yet.
Well, that spider bit me, and I was like, "Well, shit, that something bit me." You know, I feel like Forrest Gump. I was like, "Something bit me," and didn't think nothing of it. And the next day, that motherfucker was about the size of a golf ball. So I wrapped it up, called the hospital. What should I do? The next day after that, it's about the size of a softball. I'm not even exaggerating. And then it just collapsed, and it was nothing but pus, and there was a giant fucking crater on my arm. And the doctor was like, we got to do surgery. That's a spider bite. That's either a wolf spider or a brown recluse, and a wolf spider wouldn't cause that much damage that quick. Now, look, being in Missouri, especially Northeast Missouri, I know how vicious these little brown recluse fuckers are, but bites are so rare by them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like all you people with your Black Widow lore and your tarantulas. Let me tell you this little vicious motherfucker on our planet, okay? It's called the brown recluse, and it will kill you. I can't believe I got bit by one, Maddie. I'm just sitting here doing nothing, minding my business. They said I must have leaned over to grab my mouse or something, and when I went to move my mouse, it bit me. You know, like that's all they can think of, but I'm all better now. I didn't die. But yeah, they had to do another surgery, carve out another big chunk of my arm. I'm starting to look like a horror movie. I'm starting to look like that Ice Cream Man movie, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just don't die.
I'm trying not to, man. You know, and get this shit. You know what I got to do now because of that? I'm not too upset, but I live in these condos now. I live in a big condo, like housing thing. And the doctor was like, listen, I need you to call the exterminator. I'm like, they're called brown recluse for a reason. They're reclusive. They don't chill out with other spiders, man. He's like, that's not true at all. They're called a brown recluse because you never see them, but they do have nests and shit. So I have to, after spending weeks, you guys have seen my room, how hard I worked on this motherfucker. I have to take everything down, and I have to let the exterminators come in, spray my room over 3 months to make sure there's no spiders in here because they're saying that a spider bite can kill me. So I'm like, fuck me, man. You know, like it took me weeks to get my room the way I wanted it, but at the same time, I don't want to die. So I'm not gonna bitch about taking down some posters and some collectibles. You know what I mean? Like I was take them down, but then I was like, listen, what if the little brown recluse bastard's hiding in one of my collectibles and I take everything down and put back up? I mean, I'm locked in a mental psychological warfare with a fucking spider, Maddie. You know what I mean? Do you know how fucked up that sounds? Like,
I would say
half your audience right now is calling the little men in white to come get me because I'm admitted to being in a psychological warfare with a spider.
Well, I mean, that could be for a very interesting movie.
It could be. I didn't. I honestly didn't. I knew they could fuck you up.
Just
but-
call it arachnophobia.
Yeah, yeah. I like that. I like that. Right, because they already got Crack Coon, which I'm sorry, guys. I really don't like the name of that movie, like Cocaine Bear and what was it, Meth Gator, and then the
Dude,
Crack
Cocaine
Coon.
Bear. Cocaine Bear is a good name.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear is great, and look, even Meth Gator ain't bad because down in the swamps, that's where
But
you
Crack Coon.
Coon's a little bit. I'm not gonna say
It's
racist.
It's
but
a
it's
little on the edge.
racial. Yeah, it's a little.
It's on the edge.
It's right there, bro. It's like really not, But now, Cracknophobia, I like that. That's good. I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, use it. Go ahead.
So, you guys in here? I can't believe you guys are in here. I love you guys. You guys are a lot. I mean, whatever. You're not hurting nobody, but are you guys really having another fucking Superman argument? Is that really happening, guys?
No. It was just H Barts was having a conversation with somebody. I posted a thing the other day that angered a bunch of Superman fans by accurately pointing out the concept that Man of Steel is a better character study of Superman than Superman 2025 is.
You know what's sad is that I got to go see it. That's one of the few that I actually went to the theater and saw, along with Mortal Kombat 2. And then my uncle, remember I called you on the phone and told my uncle dragged me to Mandalorian Grogu, and I actually really liked it. It only drug in one spot, but I marked out like a little bitch, bro. Like when Battle Cat showed up, grown ass man screaming.
Have you seen Masters of the Universe yet?
That's what I'm talking about. I marked out when I saw Battle Cat.
Okay.
I marked the fuck out. Like you would think like Hulk Hogan came back to life and then just did a run in at WrestleMania. I marked out so bad when I saw, like, they know how to get me, man. I'm a tubby bitch. I'm like Kevin Smith, bro. They just know how to tap into that one part of you that feels for the nostalgia. You know what I mean? Like I would never want to see Goonies redone, but say they made a movie set in Oregon, and then, there was a scene where someone yelled, "Hey, you guys," a throwback like that would make someone like you or me mark out. You know what I mean? You're like, "Oh shit, that's Goonies." You know what I mean? That's kind of how I felt with Battle Cat. Like, because when I was a kid, that was He-Man was my fucking jam. He-Man, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and Voltron, bro. Like, that was my shit. And I just kind of marked out a little bit. I don't know if anybody's seen Mortal Kombat 2 yet. I won't say it's a good movie, but it's not a bad movie. I don't know have you seen it, Maddie? I don't know how to describe a movie like that. Like, I really don't know how to describe a movie. I mean, it hits the ground running with Shao Kahn fighting Kitana's dad, and then it's just fight after fight after fight after fight after fight with maybe 10% plot. I don't know how to explain. The plot is so loose and that movie's so all over the place, yet the fighting is so good. And Johnny Cage is like Carl Urban. I don't know. He did such a good job as Johnny Cage. Like, he felt like Johnny Cage, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to explain it. I was afraid it was going to be like The Boys, same character. Oh, you fucking cunt, hey mate. But it wasn't. He felt like Johnny Cage. I mean, don't get me wrong. There was a little butcher in there, but I just don't know how to describe a movie like that. But it was fun. So if you guys do go see it, I promise you will have fun. I mean, you get Scorpion, of course. You can't have a Mortal Kombat movie without Scorpion and Sub-Zero. Although I don't want to drop no spoilers, but they did something with Sub-Zero I didn't see coming. And I think Spherical or Music or whoever said they went and saw it, they'll know what I'm talking about. They'll be like, yeah, they did do, I'm not going to drop no spoilers, but they did something with Sub-Zero I did not see coming, man, which I was like, well, that's pretty fucking rad, So, yeah, I've been watching a lot of movies, man. But today's the one, like Brodan, you guys know Brodan, Troy. He's the one sending me like this new Drift movie with Han, and he sent me that Jonah and the Whale bullshit. But I guess he went and saw Obsessed, and it shook him. Like,
Oh
he
yeah,
came
no,
home, he came home shook, bro. Like I don't ever want to have a girlfriend type of thing. Like I don't ever want another girlfriend. Like it shook him, bro.
Well, the thing with that, which I'll push back on, is it's not about like, the whole story is like it's about a wish gone. It's a monkey's paw, right?
That's what
So
I
it's
heard.
like-
I heard it's what's the Glenn Close movie with what's his
Fatal
name?
Attraction.
Fatal Attraction meets Monkey's Paw. Like that's what I heard it was.
I mean, sure, to some extent.
I'm just
but
going
it's-
off
but
hearsay.
it's-
I'm going
But it's
into
a
this one
lot.
blind,
It's a lot
Maddie.
more. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that.
Yeah,
It's kind of like
he
I
said.
mean, like-
Demons wrote this script, Chris. That's what he said. I said, no,
man,
YouTuber
it's
wrote
like-
it.
like demons. I mean, the idea of like, the idea of the movie in many ways, how it kind of tackles relationships and shit.
He wouldn't
right?
shut
Like-
up about it. He wouldn't shut. I'm like, you are in the theater watching the movie right now, man. He's like, yeah, but I'm all alone, so I can text. And then he's like, I'm like, are you texting me because you're scared? And he wouldn't answer. I'm like, oh my God, you're scared? That's why you're blowing me up during this movie so you have someone to talk to?
I don't
It
see
can't
how
be
I
that
don't
bad.
I don't see how you can be scared with that movie.
I think because
I don't
the way he you guys know Brodan, he thinks different, man. Like he's got that ADHD and he'll obsess over something and fixate on something. And one of the things he fixates on is like relationships and finding the perfect girl. And he's actually joked about, I wish they had like a crystal ball or something like Saruman was carrying around in Lord of the Rings, so I could just touch it and wish for the perfect girl. And then a few years later, they make this movie. So yeah, it shook him, Maddie. Like it shook him.
I think it shook a lot of dudes because it played on a lot of things about relationships.
Remember when we were young? That's what Fatal Attraction did to men. That movie had men afraid to cheat for a long time.
Well, this isn't really what I'd say about cheating. This is really about, like, again, it's about like this guy. It's unrequited love, man. And it's like, what would you do to get it? Then what would you do kind of to keep it?
Yeah, I'm going into this one. You guys know me. I don't watch a lot of horror. And the horror that I do watch throughout the year, I sprinkle it out, and October is when I watch all my horror. I don't watch anything but horror throughout October. And I'm going to save this one for October. But the other one,
you should watch it. You should watch it. You should watch it now.
One or the other, bro. It's this or Back Rooms.
Watch them both.
I got to save one, man.
Dude, there's a ton of other
you,
horror.
You still haven't seen Barbarian. Like,
well, that's also a couple years ago, but I did see Weapons. So, and here's the thing. I'm going to say it right now. Like, Backrooms is not, I wouldn't call it a horror movie. It's a thriller. Sure, it's got horror elements, but I wouldn't call it a horror movie. Obsession, I wouldn't even call it a horror movie either, because it's not even really like, it's got like, maybe like the last few minutes of the movie are like where the horror is, but it's kind of like, it's a setup.
But is it unsettling? Am I going to sit there crossing and uncrossing my legs? You know what I'm saying?
I think once it gets into it, yeah, but it's like, it's when you watch
movies like that do affect me. I don't, we've always had. Maybe I'm the only guy, but you ain't never had a movie that just stuck with you. Like after you watched it, if you like a week later, you're still thinking about that movie.
Obsession is definitely stuck with me.
See, I don't want that,
but it stuck with me because, like, not because of the horror, right? Like, not because of the horror,
psychological,
but because of the whole, the aspect of it, right? Like
that freaks me the fuck out, man. That's the kind of shit that, like,
it's one when you're watching it, you're just kind of like, ah, shit.
What's up, Axel? What are you doing, baby? Yeah, no, Mo. I finally figured out. Remember, I got another friend named Mo that argues with Maddie sometimes because Mo's all right and Maddie's a regressive, and that I kept thinking it was that Mo, but now that I know it's you, it's all good. I'm gonna add you. He's talking about PlayStation 5. I wasn't like purposely like, you're not cool enough to play games with me. Like, I'm not that guy, bro. I just wasn't like. I wasn't putting two and two together. I'm on a lot of. I got to be real careful because you guys know I have a history of drug abuse, but with the surgeries, I have to take these pain pills. I don't have a choice, so I got to be real careful with the amount of Percocet I take. But to supplement and not take too much, I eat a lot of gummies, and then I play video games, and I kind of lose reality, Maddie. You know what I mean? Like I'll forget what. I don't know how to explain it, man. Like a name will come across my thing and I won't recognize it, even though it'll be someone like Mo Moon or another one of my friends. And I was like, what? He went to me. Who is this? I turn into the people in the basement on Grandma's Boy. Remember when they think they got deer antlers and shit? I turn into that if I get a little too high.
Oh,
so maybe I shouldn't mix weed with Percocet. I don't know if you guys know what Percocet is, but
I don't think mixing weed with Percocet's a good idea.
Pretty strong. I know, but I was doing it with good intentions. Like don't take too much Percocet. I don't want to get strung out on pills again. That was my biggest weakness was pills, and I don't want to get strung out again. I've been doing really good, but also everything is trying to kill me. I got a rug burn on my ankle. It tried to kill me. I got a brown recluse bite. It tried to kill me. And what's crazy is I've been doing good. I even gave up the Sunny D. Like I've been drinking mostly sparkling water, like club soda and shit, just because I need that carbonation. So I've been doing really good. And now that I'm taking it super serious, it seems to be trying to kill me the most. That kind of sucks, man.
Yeah, well, I think that's what's for one. It's really good that you're not drinking that.
Don't you badmouth it. You just say it's because you're not drinking it. I won't
No,
tolerate
I'm glad.
Sunny D hate.
I like Sunny D. I'm just saying it's like you can't fucking, like you can't like it's good that you're not drinking it.
Yeah, no, it is. I know. And like I still once in a while, if my stomach, is, I don't know if it's, and here's what I think. I think we're psychologically programmed to think it actually matters, but it doesn't. When you're sick, your mom would always be like, Sprite, 7-Up, white soda.
Yeah. I would get like, like apple juice or my grandpa would like apple juice, like club soda or fucking,
but I still got it programmed in my head that, my stomach's sick.
Ginger ale
I need some ginger ale or some Sprite. And then I looked and I'm like, shit, this has fucking, what am I doing? Like, this is probably what's gotten me sick.
Well, yeah, you got to be careful with all that shit. I mean, it's one of the hardest things that I think anyone with diabetes has. I have the same problem.
Oh, shit. Look who just showed up in the chat. See, this gorgeous girl always slums it when you're up late, bro. She's slumming it again tonight. I jumped on panel with her.
She lives literally like 40 minutes away from me. It's like
I know, but she's still slumming it. She like I just remember I jumped on panel with her the other night about a week ago or so. And she was she had put in a workout and she came and we jumped on and we were talking about some Superman and some shit like that. And I'm glad she's here now because I want to ask her, man. I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited. I am. Look, just because I said I don't think the Snyderverse is going to get finished, everybody automatically assumes you hate Zack Snyder when you say that, which is not true. I fucking love Zack Snyder. I'm one of the few people that love Sucker Punch. I fucking love Sucker Punch. But Belle, what do you think about Zack remaking Escape from New York? Because that's one of my favorite childhood movies. And Zack likes to go dark. Maddie, have you heard about him remaking Escape from New York?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of remakes in general, but it's like if anyone is going to tackle Carpenter, I do think Zack Snyder has the sensibilities to kind of attack like the anti-capitalism side of it.
I wonder if they're going to make what's his name? He looks just like his daddy. You think Kurt Russell's son will be Snake?
If they bring in if they remake the movie with it to me that's weird. If you're gonna remake Escape from New York, which I don't think needs to be remade, I think
we're not going there. I agree with you on that. But
give us Old Man Pliskin.
Yeah, I would take that too.
Anything. Give us Old Man Pliskin.
Give us Logan, but a Zack Snyder, version of it. I would take that, but the remake is something.
But
that,
I also want Old Man Burton. From Big Trouble.
I trust me. You're the one that talked me into watching that, and I fucking loved it. And I couldn't believe it was a Carpenter movie. All these years, I didn't know that.
I can't believe you hadn't seen it. That's like
I blew my mind. And again, because you guys know I'm a huge Carpenter guy, and you're like, wait, you're a Carpenter guy, and you've never seen Big Trouble in Little China. Yeah, just like the other night, just for the fuck of it, I said, you know what? I want to put something on in the background for ambient noise. So I put on Scarface, right?
Yeah, that's a movie you play in the background. Yeah,
I knew De Palma. Well, for someone like me who's seen it a million times, I knew De Palma. I knew De Palma directed it. Here's what I did not know: I did not know the screenplay was written by Oliver Stone.
Oh,
I did not know that. That blew my fucking mind. Like, I've never paid attention to the opening credits. Obviously, screenplay by Oliver Stone, and I went, "What?" So they were like both super young. Yeah, I remember De Palma. Spielberg, Oliver Stone. They all remember that class of all those great directors that came up together. Well, Oliver Stone was one of them, and I guess he was just writing screenplays for people before he got his break. Because I love Oliver Stone movies too. They're pretty gritty. I mean, Oliver Stone did Platoon, right?
Yeah,
and he did
Natural Born
The
Killers.
Doors. He really good on The Doors. So that kind of blew my mind. Like, wow, Oliver Stone wrote that, and that's why everyone. I'll never believe that Hollywood's bankrupt. I believe that the corporate people are jumping in and trying to push that nostalgia on everybody. And sometimes I'm okay with it, and sometimes when you make a movie, you fuck with a classic piece of perfection like The Crow. That did need to be remade. You might be right about Escape from New York. But if they're going to remake it, thank you for giving me a guy like Zack Snyder. Because I want that dark, edgy Snake Plissken. That's what I want. I don't want Marvel. You know what I mean? I don't want fucking Thanos with an eye patch or fucking, you know what I mean? I want Snake Plissken.
Yeah, I mean, it's I don't know what they're going to do with it. I don't know. The original Escape from New York was a very low budget movie.
Yeah, everything at that time Carpenter did was kind of low budget, wasn't it? And then when they gave him the big money,
well, the first studio film was The Thing, and that's the one.
Was that his? Nah.
Yeah, no. Halloween was independent. Halloween was independent. Halloween 2 was he got like money from the studio to do a sequel, but his first big studio movie was The Thing. Escape from New York came afterward, and that was like $1 million budget or something. It was super low budget.
All I know is I think he's the only motherfucker I know that had to make an apology film, at least when I was growing up. And well, people hated The Thing so much, they made him go out and do Starman.
Oh, yeah. I was actually thinking about Starman today.
Yeah, it's a great movie. It really is.
Just the whole line of like, red means stop, green means go, yellow means go faster.
Yellow means go real fast. Jenny Hayden. I can't believe I remember. I can still quote that movie, because it's mostly a love story. This alien comes down, finds a strand of her husband's hair, like reincarnates himself as her husband. And that was the whole, I'm sorry, Hollywood. I didn't mean to make The Thing. And now The Thing is on everybody's top 10 greatest horror of all time. It's weird how shit works, man.
Well, it's weird, but that's also the whole part of where we are today is that, so many of these people now, again, it's like, does anyone, if you go online, you have to ask yourself, like, after looking at some of the commentaries, like, do you guys even like movies? I
can't believe she just brought up Christine. Belle, favorite horror movie of all time. I watch it every year on Halloween. Christine, American Werewolf in London. And I'm a car guy, and I think Christine is. Have you ever seen it, Manny? You've seen Christine, right? Come on, man.
No, I have not.
Jesus fucking Christ. Why are you? How are we friends, man? Sometimes I just
What?
don't know. You've never seen none of the
It came
Godfathers. You've
out-
never seen none of the Rockies. You've never seen Christine. Have you seen this? Have you seen An American Werewolf in London?
Hold on.
You're scared to answer?
No, I'm not scared to answer. Let me think. Let me think here.
It's only the coolest looking fucking werewolf of all time.
That's the one. It's got the oh god, it's got that guy from that movie. Tom Everett Scott, right?
Okay,
He's in
you're
that
right.
one.
Yeah, okay, so you have seen it. All right.
No, No, he's got him and Julie Delphi, right?
No, it's got that that.
Oh, that's the one. That's the
fucking-
American Werewolf. And
You're talking about Paris, not
what?
London.
No, that wasn't Paris, was it?
I think so because American
No.
Werewolf in London had what's her name? Jenny Agutter.
I mean, well, the girl,
The London, the European sex symbol from like
like Logan's Run, Jenny Agutter.
Yeah,
Or
like
or
UK,
here's one. Here,
we had Pam
here's
Anderson.
a
The
deep
UK
cut.
had her.
Here's a deep cut. Avengers. Or
Oh
no,
wow,
it's
yeah, old school Avengers, the original Avengers.
No, Marvel's Avengers.
What about him? She's not.
She was in it. She was in Captain America, Winter Soldier. She was one of the
Jenny
Security
Agutter?
Council. Yeah.
No
She's on-
shit.
yeah. Of
All I
course,
know
I've
is
seen
she was
American
there-
Werewolf in fucking
Okay,
London.
calm down because you haven't seen Christine though. And
Jesus
Christine is a
fucking
pure love
Christ.
story. It's a true love story. People think I'm fucking crazy. People like Chris.
It's a story about a guy who fucks his car. I get it.
Yeah, he doesn't fuck his car, but he literally falls in love with his car. You know, like yeah, I don't know how to explain it. But it changes Arnie, and the whole tragedy of the story is that Arnie falls in love with the car, and it's really well done. You know, like The Gorge. I don't know why people. I know people think, Chris, you think the greatest movie in 2025 was The Gorge? Yes, I do, because of the love story. I'm a sucker for that shit, man. You know, you give me, I got Silent Hill with a love story. You know what I mean? And I got
that's why you should watch Obsession.
And I got Anya Taylor-Joy, which was just, it's a plus, you know. And if I was a guy and I was gonna, well, I am a guy, but if I was a guy who was attracted to other men and was gonna fuck another man, Miles Teller would be one of those men. So I lucked out there. You guys have seen Gorge, right?
No.
I hate all you motherfuckers sometimes. I really do.
You have to remember, Chris, nobody actually has Apple TV Plus.
Yes, but everybody has a Black Pearl and they can sail the high seas, man.
Not everybody, Chris. Okay. Not everybody is a thief, Chris.
Okay. Wow, man. This motherfucker.
Did you check your,
Yes, I did.
This motherfucker calls me, leaves a voicemail today, right? It was earlier today, I think. And he's just like, hey man, what are the websites I can go watch movies at?
My fucking, my Captain Jack Sparrow broke down, man. They did something to it. So he sent me something to watch. And well, I'm telling you, man,
it's
Gorge
not the best.
Is like really good. But no, that site will work. You know, I found what I wanted. But I decided, I can't believe Spherical, you've really never even heard of it? The Gorge? Are you fucking with me, man? It must be because it's an Apple TV thing, man. That is weird. F1 is an Apple TV thing, but people sang its praises. I don't know. The plot, you guys would just have to watch the trailer. All I know is Anya Taylor-Joy's on one side of the gorge and Miles Teller's on the other side of the gorge, and they're on watchtowers, and you have to keep an eye on this gorge so that basically creatures from hell can't crawl out of it, and they fall in love just by writing each other messages and looking at them through their
remember the bit in Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead when Ving Rhames and the guy from the other store have that bromance? That's what the gorge is.
That's not
really.
No.
Did they play chess at any point in time?
Yes, they do. Fuck you. See, so you have seen it, you motherfucker.
No, I haven't. No, I saw a trailer for it. I guessed on the chess thing.
It's got an amazing soundtrack. It's got the fucking Ramones. It's got that girl that sings "Spitting Off the Edge of the World." It's got a Christmas song by Twisted Sister. Like it's just a great movie, man, and it's fun. you can check the fuck out, because he finally says, fuck it, I'm gonna break the rules. I'm gonna send a Cable over there. I'm gonna go spend the night with this girl. They fall in love, and then on his way back, the Cable breaks and he falls in the gorge. And this girl don't think twice. She grabs a parachute, a fucking sniper rifle.
Hey,
and she dives right in after him.
Hey.
What?
Spoilers, bitch.
Okay, that's not a spoiler.
Yes, it is right there. People don't even know what it is. You set the idea up of two people on opposite sides of the gorge, and they fall in love. It's like two fucking snipers on the other side of the fucking DMZ.
Yeah, but people gotta understand where the
War I.
Silent Hill part comes in at. They gotta understand why it's
There's
a horror movie.
the creatures that are coming out of the gorge. That's the idea.
Yeah,
you already
it's
said it.
fucking
You
great.
don't need to say no.
But
you
they
don't
show
need
in
to
the
say no
trailer.
more.
I'm just saying they show her in
They
the trailer.
don't
Go straight Tom Cruise.
necessarily-
She jumps right off the edge. Like as soon as she sees her man fall in that fucking gorge, she jumps right off and that's what sold me on the movie. I was like, yo, this bitch don't give a fuck. She's not like she going after her man. And I was like, that's good shit. And she's the badass, by the way. I mean, they're both good snipers, but in the movie, she's the badass. So you also get the whole women empowerment thing without having it crammed down your fucking throat. You know, like it's just, I don't know. I'm not gonna try. If you guys don't want to watch it, fuck y'all. I don't care. We don't need you, us Gorge fans. We don't. See, Bell knows what's up. Like
Okay.
Monarch. How can you? I mean, Apple's got some great shit. Both seasons of Monarch are phenomenal. But I can understand. Was he being serious when he said I don't support Apple TV?
Who?
It was Spherical or Music Man. One of
I don't
those
know.
two.
I don't know. No,
I know.
one-
To
no
me, they're
one-
both. I
no-
love them both. Both those are my guys. You know, my main dudes. But it's probably Spherical because
No one I know in my personal life
It is Spherical.
has Apple TV Plus.
I
And the
have
thing
it.
is, there's some that I know in my personal circle, like personally offline shit. You know.
Yeah, I get it, but like I don't know when like Monarch's so good. But I mean, half the world owns an iPhone. You know what I mean? Like, so to not support Apple, I don't understand. What Apple do to you?
But me, I'm just personally not a fan. You know, of Apple as a tech company, right?
You
I
know,
think
don't get
that-
me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Like every month, I don't know why, and they never tell me, but they take $10 out of my PayPal, and it just says Apple fees, and I'm like, the fuck. I've tried over and over. I've even downloaded that app to. Where the fuck is my money going? Okay, you know, why are they taking? First, they take 99 cents once a month, and then right after that, the very next day, they'll take $9.99, and it just says Apple fees.
Well,
do you
what
have to
do you-
pay to have
what
an
do you-
iPhone?
I don't know. You should Google it and see what that might be about.
Dude, I've tried. It just says Apple fees. Apple charges fees to use their Apple Store on their phone.
That seems kind of weird.
It's almost okay. You know how hey, I can buy a PlayStation and I can play whatever game I want, but if I want to play online, I got to get a subscription. I think the Apple Store is the same way. You know, so I can see people having an issue with Apple. I can. But guys, if we were going to boycott every fucking streaming service or every fucking tech conglomerate that's done us wrong, there wouldn't be any left for us to watch or give our money to, because like literally they all fuck us in some way, right? Have you seen the price for Netflix now? Have you seen the price for Disney now? And then that's with the commercials. Have you seen the prices if you don't want the commercials? I'm honestly trying to Matt, sometimes I sit here, Maddie, and I go, how'd this happen? I understand I'm older and I grew up on analog and then basic digital cable, and then everything went to flat screens, and streaming seemed like such a great idea, you know, but then the next thing you know, everybody on the planet had their own streaming service. So it's like cable wins again. And sometimes I just sit back and go, how the fuck did this happen over such a quick period of time? You guys understand this has happened just over the past 10 years that I've known y'all, that this has happened.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's kind of the whole point. That, you know, what you've got is, you know, the cost of everything is going up because more people are adopting it, right? That's just generally the rule of thumb, you know. Not only that, but, you know, the cost to create the content.
I get it, but God,
well,
man.
the best way to describe it is like streaming is like a raging forest fire that needs to be fed. So they have to keep making more content in order to feed it.
And some of that content's really good, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta have Amazon because I want to watch Invincible. I want to watch The Boys. And Tony, in my opinion, that's what I went on Bell's panel for, and I honestly believe they did. I'm okay with the landing. I'm okay with the ending. It was rushed, but they did what they had to do, and I was okay. I was okay with the ending. I was, but if I want to watch Monarch for The Boys, yeah, I was okay with it.
They didn't rush the ending. They hit the ending. They hit the notes they wanted to hit. It was fine.
Well, I just seen that well, by the time we got to episode 5, I remember thinking, how are they gonna fucking end this, man? How the fuck? And then I saw what they were doing to oh my God, what's her name? The Asian girl.
Oh, Kimiko?
Kimiko. Oh, I don't know why I wanted to call her Katsumi.
Yeah, Kimiko, yeah.
Kimiko, I was like, okay, she's gonna be the linchpin. Cool, I'm okay with that. She deserves that. Yeah, I was okay with it. Just like you guys know I don't do a lot of cartoons. It took Jess to get me to like start watching some anime and stuff. But when I watched Invincible, I remember thinking to myself, this is different. Like, this is some different shit right here. And now I'm like obsessed with Invincible. And if you want those things and you want Monarch, or you want to see the new Taylor Tomlinson comedy special, you've got to have you either pirate it or you've got to have Netflix. You've got to have, Disney's got all the Star Wars and the Marvel, and all the Pixar. You're telling me not everybody's going to have Disney? Look at what you get. Disney, if you really want my opinion, Disney's the biggest bang for your buck. You get all the Pixar, you get all the classics, you get all the Marvel, and you get fucking all the Star Wars. And after that is HBO because you get all the DC. Even though I'm kind of watching them phase out DC stuff on HBO. You know what I mean? Like a lot of the Superman stuff ain't there, but it's free on YouTube. Assault on Arkham, free on YouTube. All-Star Superman, free on YouTube. Like a lot of, so I don't know what's going on with HBO Max, which how many things it's been called now, Matt? Like it was HBO Go.
It's HBO. Well, yeah, it was HBO Now, HBO Go, but those are two separate things. Then it was HBO Max. Then it was just Max. Now it's HBO Max again. And then soon it's going to be like Paramount Max or something, or
right?
Or,
you think
HB Paramount or some shit like that?
Yeah, I don't know. I look at Belle, but Belle, I don't think Belle's not you're not a Star Wars chick or a Marvel chick, right? She's like a DC girl, you know. So I could see her not having, Disney, but I could definitely see her not giving up her HBO Max. Like, fuck that. What if she wants to go watch the 9.5-hour Snyder Cut? That's a low blow. I'm just kidding. I love the Snyder Cut. I'm just kidding.
I would assume that she probably has it then on home video.
I would assume, yeah. I know she probably. Belle, do you have a physical copy of Zack Snyder? I bet she does. I bet, and she loves Batman v Superman, which I just finally watched again not too long ago with the what do they call it, the final cut. It's really good, man. I don't know why people give that movie so much shit. The only cringe scene is the Martha thing. Well, that, and I really don't like Jesse Eisenberg. I really don't like Jesse Eisenberg. I don't mean as a person, like, die Jesse Eisenberg. I don't mean like that, but I just mean like, I don't like his acting. It's too over the top. It's too hammy. The only thing I ever saw him in where he really stood out was, and it wasn't that Facebook movie. It was the one with him and the Twilight Girl, where they worked at the amusement park, Adventureland.
Oh, Adventureland, yeah.
Yeah, that he was a good standout in that. But
I liked him in Zombieland. He was
okay. He was funny in Zombieland.
Did you know that he was on a show with Anne Hathaway back in 1999?
Whitest Kid You Know, Slackers,
no,
Losers.
Nope. It was called, I believe it was called Get Real.
Because I don't know much about a lot of that.
Well, they
stuff.
played brother and sister. Get Real was a drama series, 1999. Lasted.
It was a drama.
Yep, it had Anne Hathaway, Jesse Eisenberg, and it was a show. Just it was a show on Fox. So I always thought it was kind of funny in the what movies are they? The Rio films. Jesse Eisenberg and Anne Hathaway play two fucking macaws that end up falling in love, and I'm always going like, someone should slap a Brazzers logo on this motherfucker because they played siblings before.
Oh, it's so what are you doing to me, step bro? Shit.
Yeah, what are you doing? What are you doing, step bro? Not even that. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Yeah, man, shit. Crazy as fuck.
That's since I knew Belle would have physical copies of that stuff. Yeah, I figured she would. I mean, I probably should have when I had a chance to pick it up. Because I've got Man of Steel and I've got Dawn of Justice and I've got Wonder Woman, even Wonder Woman, all on physical. The only thing I don't have, I've even got the Justice League cut. Okay, I've got the shitty one. But I don't have the 4-hour Zack Snyder one. You can still get that, right? It's not like a fucking unicorn now, fable creature.
You can absolutely find it.
Yeah, because I would like the Steelbook if possible, because a lot of the shit I have, Rodan got for me, and he like Father's Day he'll send me something, and my birthday, which by the way is tomorrow, 52. I'm old as fuck.
Oh, wow.
I'm old as fuck, bro.
Yeah. He always gets getting like slowly fucking eaten by shit.
Yeah, and I'm getting like, shut up. It's so, oh my God, you're feeding into the nightmare fuel, man. You're not helping. Because I really am like freaked out. Like now I always feel like shit's crawling on me. It's gonna bite me.
Because it probably is, Chris.
It's like fucking a real.
It's mostly crawling on you these days. You don't know what it is. You don't know where it's coming.
I know, it just freaks me
when
the
you
fuck
sleep,
out, dude.
they're crawling all over you, festering on your soul.
Well, I do. Spiders are the one thing. Like I don't like I don't scream or nothing, but a little bit of bitch comes out of me. I ain't gonna lie, man. A little bit of bitch.
I don't want to scream or nothing, but I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I'm kind of a bitch when it comes to
So have you?
They are, Belle. That's what I got bit by. Thank you, Belle. That's what I said. All your Black Widow lore, that brown recluse fucked me up. I had to get surgery.
Did you hear real quick? Did you hear that there was a joke being made about how they were talking about doing a crossover film between Backrooms and Obsession?
But wow.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen either movie yet, so I can't even show you this.
I'm okay, but I kind of know the story of Backrooms because I wanted to know what I was getting into. I've talked to you about it. I've talked to a lot of people about it. As long as it's not a bunch of crazy fucking jump scares. But
no,
when I watch
really
it looks like, you know what it looks like to me when I watch it, Maddie, the previews? It looks like VHS.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like to me.
Well, there's one part in the movie where it does go found footage. But like that movie, I played through Max Payne 3 the last couple weeks. I finally beat it yesterday. And then while I was downloading the new 007 game, I was like, I gotta beat Max Payne. So I finally beat Max Payne 3 on the hardest difficulty. Again, I beat it again on the hardest.
First world problems, but I love them. I'm with you. I got your back, baby. Fuck it. Those trophies matter. Those achievements matter.
No, I just wanted to play the game again. I just really love.
I'm like
Max
that
Payne.
with God of War and Spider-Man and fucking what's the other one? Oh, especially the Ghost of Tsushima. I'm like that.
I had this idea about like. Because I've been following a lot going on with, again, AI filmmaking, right? So I was like, it'd be kind of funny to do like a detective noir that is also based around liminal horror, which is what Backrooms is. Liminal is just like empty spaces, and I'm like, wouldn't it be interesting to have like a character that kind of imagine like, remember in the movie Dredd goes into the high tower, right? Like, and it's almost like The Raid. What if it was like Max Payne meets The Raid, but with like no action? It's just a detective noir story. Like that's it. But it's AI, right? But it's like, well, because here's
why did you get through the AI in
but there? No, because that's how it'd be made. But like here's the premise, right? Like the setup is basically like the detective has very Max Payne-isms, right? So as I'm playing the game, I'm kind of formulating this character, and I was all like,
Maddie's inventing words, guys. Max Payne-isms like that. He
Max
just
Payne is so good.
verbalized Max Payne.
No, there's a great line in the opening of Max Payne 3 where he's like, I'm about to execute this poor bastard like I'm a dime store angel of death. And I was like, fuck, that's a good line. You know,
Yeah, that's noir. That's noir.
That's noir, right?
Yeah.
That's noir. That's pulpy. That's Dan Houser. You know, that was basically Max Payne 3 was just Dan Houser jerking himself off. But and I'm okay with that because, you know, he left after GTA 5. But I was like, wouldn't it be great if a character was like, you know, kind of starts off by saying like, I'm the kind of guy you call when you're all out of money, options, and the common sense to let the police do their job. Like, that's a good setup line right there. That's a good
I did like the first couple Max Payne games, man.
No, Dan Houser, Houser, not Dan Housen, Dan Houser.
But I never did play the third one, man. But
dude, the third one is fucked.
I did like them, you know.
No,
I
really, you can get the third one for like $7 or $8. It is great. I actually just found my physical copy of it that I got in 2012 because I was looking through some drawers the other day. I lost my Xbox controller, so I'm tearing apart my room trying to find it.
How the fuck you lose a whole control?
It slipped in between. I had like
I don't know, a battery pack or something. I understand that.
No. It just slipped.
The whole fucking controller.
It just
went in the couch.
It slipped in between the cushions on a chair. And I'm like, but I was looking around, like, and I found my copy of like my 360 copy of Hitman Absolution, and I found my 360 copy, the 2 discs, by the way, of Max Payne 3, because you got to have 2 discs for that on Xbox because they weren't using Blu-ray, they were just using dual layers.
I remember that.
So now it's like so funny because like I downloaded Max Payne 3 and it was like, fucking like 12, not even like 12 gigs or something. It downloaded. It's so small comparative now, you know, to 14 years ago when the game came out. And I would love for them to do that. No, it's how did I lose the controller? It just slipped into a fucking.
It's happened to me before on the couch or whatever, but it's always
when you have kids, they come on in, they move things around. Yeah,
I understand, but to always check the curtain, always check the cushions first. Like always, like that's where everything is.
We have a chair. It's like a fold-out bed, but it's like also a chair, and the cushion got moved forward, and then fell in there.
I would be pissed, bro, if I lost it because it's like, I remember I got like a little bit of idle sway and fuck the PlayStation. I don't know what I was thinking, man. Like, I love it, but everything's so much more expensive, man. I'm talking 20 or 30% higher, everything.
Yeah.
Like, and then Forza just came out and I can't play it yet because I'm on PlayStation. But like, I remember I had just a little bit of idle sway. And if you play race car games or shooters, that left analog stick, you can't have that idle sway. And if you can't fix it, you got to go buy a new controller. So I went to buy a new controller. And I just remember looking at the Xbox controller going, the good old days when a controller was $60. Oh my God, PlayStation 5, $100 for a fucking controller, man.
Well, that's kind of the whole thing is like, as much as there are games on PlayStation that I really want to play, but because I personally feel that Sony is so anti-gamer, fuck them. I have no desire, right? Like Xbox came out the gate swinging this week with Summer Game Fest. We got another look.
So did PlayStation.
No, they didn't.
They're getting a lot of. First of all, I don't know if anybody's. I saw the Xbox stuff and it did look good, but you're telling me Wolverine, the new God of War, the new Gran Turismo, you're telling me that fucking PlayStation didn't come out swinging, and everybody's bitching the same old fucking chuds that are gonna play the game. I can't stand these motherfuckers, bro. Everything you say about them is right. They can't do it themselves, so they just gotta cheer for everything to fucking fail. They're a bunch of fucking losers, and I think they all have vaginas, which is why they resent vaginas so much. How are you gonna sit there and say, I don't think you guys a lot of you maybe have never played God of War, but Kratos got so pissed off at the fucking Greek gods that he moved dimensions and he went to the Nordic gods, and there's been 2 games now and they center around like Loki and Thor and fucking Odin, and now they're gonna tell his wife's story and how she's from fucking whatever the fuck the ice giants are from, and they're gonna show her story, and And they're like, she's not a part of the story. Why the fuck are they even? What are you talking about? The first fucking scene in the first fucking scene in the first God of War game is them putting her on a funeral pyre and showing what he turns out he's Loki. The little boy's dealing with and losing his mom and shit like that, and how Kratos is dealing with it. And it's like very emotionally driven, and you get emotionally invested in these games. And now they're gonna be like, oh, they made her ugly. Nobody asked for a chick to be the hero. It's like, God, what is it about every time you see a black person or a fucking vagina, they lose their shit?
There's a lot of hatred for Deborah Wilson for some reason. I mean, if you've been watching Mad TV since season 1 30 years ago, you know who Deborah Wilson is. Yeah. So that's kind of weird. I have noticed she's popped up in games lately, which is cool. I don't have a problem with it. It's like seeing Phil Lamar in something, right? Like Phil Lamar, was in Pulp Fiction, but like he kind of got his acting chops out there with the Mad TV and everything. And then he's done voice acting since then, popped up in a few things since then, which is great. But I will say though that that Deborah Ann Wool, that Luffy game, whatever, man, that mocap is shit. That fucking visuals they'll get better by the time the game comes out, but that is fucking shit.
That's Laffy.
Whatever,
like the ice giant.
I don't fucking care. I don't fucking care. I don't care. I don't give a
I'm
shit.
just saying, but are you mad that it's chick?
No, I'm mad. I'm mad that it doesn't look good. That's the only thing.
But you're mad that it's not the graphics aren't up to par yet. Not that like, oh, I can't goon to this bitch.
Yeah, no. If I want to goon to her, I'll watch True Blood.
Yeah, it's just it blows my fucking mind that like, and I'm like, this is part of the story, and this is part of the story. I want to know what's going on. I want to know why she hid those secrets from Kratos. Why she didn't tell Kratos she was half god. Why she was calling her son Loki while.
Yeah, why preacher got to have himself a nice car?
Yeah,
why preacher got to have?
You're not supposed to ask him questions. You're not supposed to ask him questions.
Dude, I had a passenger the other day. Guy was rocking a fucking like 3X Tupac shirt.
That was not on purpose, guys. That just happened organically. Me and Maddie knew exactly what we were talking.
And we start talking about black comedies from the 80s and 90s and shit. And I start talking about Keenan Ivory Wayans. And this dude was like straight up like legit impressed that he's like, wait, he goes like, I'm gonna get you, sucker. I'm
gonna get you, sucker. Oh my god, I'm gonna get you, sucker. That's what I'm
like, dude. You can. I'm all like fucking low down, dirty shame. I mean, I even like Most Wanted and shit. Like,
I like Hollywood
Keenan?
Shuffle. Hollywood Shuffle was a great one with Tommy Davidson or whatever his name was.
Yeah, I like Tommy Davidson.
His work at the post office.
Oh, dude, I even mentioned the greatness of Juwanna Man, and like the guy's girlfriend starts laughing her ass off. And it's like, I'm like, he goes like, dude, that's one of her favorite movies is Juwanna Man. I'm all like, Puff Smoky Smoke.
He helped Tommy Davidson. Get out the lion's den. Like that's so funny. You just start quoting that shit. Don't be asking why the preacher driving a nice car. I know.
Why come preacher gotta have himself a nice car? Why come preacher gotta have himself a nice house? Don't ask no questions.
No questions. That's
and
funny.
Now we know how Enosh runs his church.
He got married.
Oh, I have no fucking idea.
No, literally 2 days ago he got married.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry. I don't wish happiness on that man, so I'm fine.
Just call
me.
But
hey, hold on. I need you to hold the fort down for a minute. I got to go to the bathroom.
All right, I got this.
Give me a second.
Let's all make fun of Maddie while he goes to the bathroom. You guys think he pees sitting
Bitch,
down?
I do.
I thought you were gone.
No, you said I literally was taking my headphones off, and you're like, you think you pee sitting down? I'm all like, yeah. Don't you? Shit.
Sometimes I do. I won't lie. Grown ass man.
Dude, I fucking hate urinals, man. I do. I hate urinals because like you sit there and you're just like you force it out, right?
But with me being diabetic, it's hard.
Maybe it's because I'm diabetic, but it's like
yeah,
you sit down and
that's
all
exactly
of it comes out of you.
It's
like there ain't no dribble. You know?
Yeah, it's because we're diabetic, so we have to like force it out. It sucks, man.
Yeah, it's like, I hate urinal. Plus, I hate splashback. God, I hate splashback. Anyone who pisses standing up in a fucking toilet can die in a fire.
Yeah, well, have you ever fucking like you know how you can go pee now, but you guys know like when you're half asleep, you just wake up and oh fuck, I gotta pee, and you stumble to the bathroom. Do you really just want to fucking stand there and wait, ready to fall over and smack your head on the fucking back of the toilet? Hell no. I sit down. I don't give a shit. People can be like, Chris, you sound feminine. All right. I know how to fight though. Fuck it. Whatever. You sometimes, especially if I got poo. Well, your music band. I hope so. I don't know anybody who shit's standing up. Like the fuck, bro. Can you imagine like if they made like a, I don't know. I always wondered how they do it like in space. Especially after I saw The Martian and he had to like open all those Ziploc baggies, those fucking silver baggies to get the poop out to make the fertilizer for the potatoes. I always wondered, like, I wonder what it's like pooping in space. Like, I bet that's fucked up, dude. Like, cause I heard they like use a hose and stuff. Like, that's weird. Can you imagine? Like, you putting a vacuum on your asshole. Like, fuck that, dude. And they have to because it's 0 G. So can you imagine like poop floating around? The shit I think of, man. I didn't know there was a new Star Wars road racing game. I just started looking into Outlaws because it's free on PlayStation. I was gonna play it, but I don't know. After that surgery and that fucking spider fucking me up, I ain't been wanting to play. My arm fucking hurts. You guys should see it. Like, there's a big ass fucking crater on the outside of my forearm. The good news is it didn't fuck up my Rebel Alliance tattoo. I got a rock star for a surgeon. My doctor, Dr. Butler, he's the shit. And I was like, can we save the tattoo? And he's like, yeah, I'll save the tattoo. And he did, you know, because I got that big red Rebel Alliance symbol on there for my brother after he died. And you know, my best friend did the tattoo because we own the shop together. You guys know what I do for a living. And he put that Rebel, and I just like, fuck. So my doctor said the tattoo, but yeah, man, it's been painful to play. I'm maybe 8 spherical. I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9. I'm real picky about what people are like. Well, how are you not sleeved out? Like you guys think I'm the only tattoo artist that ain't sleeved the fuck out or neck to toes? Like, I'm real picky about what I put on my body, man. You know, like you only get so much of this canvas, and so you know, I hate to sound like pretentious, like, oh, every tattoo has to have the meaning. But if I put it on my body, I want it to mean something. You know. Now, if I'm not saying that like the chick that, you know, went and got the butterfly with the heart or, you know, the lightning bolt or something, that she's not, you know, her choice in art is bad. I'm just saying I'm real picky about what I put on my body. If other people want to put a bunch of shit on their body, that's okay. It's their body. That's their canvas. But my canvas is reserved for you. Only get so much of it, you know? So... But yeah, the doctor managed to save that Rebel Alliance tattoo, and that made me really happy. But yeah, I'm sitting here right now with a big ass fucking wrap on my arm, and they gave me this solution. I got packet with gauze, and then they gave me a solution that they say it's not bleach, but I'm telling you, it smells like bleach. And when it hits my fucking sore, it fucking feels like bleach. But I probably got a good 5-6 inch fucking giant chunk missing out of my arm. All because, you know, I got bit and just being diabetic. And then that's when they kind of scared me because they were like, listen, Chris, you're at the age now and your blood's a certain way now. And like it's diabetes. That's just how it works. You know, a hangnail, a paper cut. If it gets infected, any kind of infection can kill you. And I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ. I may as well have AIDS. You know,
wow,
like
that is a hell of a comparison right there.
No, AIDS works the same way. Any kind of infection can kill you. Any kind of virus can kill you. A common cold can kill you. As bad as my diabetes is right now, like a fucking paper cut gets infected, or I almost lost my foot because of a carpet burn. I almost lost my arm because of a spider bite. Like, what next? Like, they're like, don't burn yourself. Try super hard not to burn yourself nowhere. And the most, believe it or not, Maddie, the most susceptible places for the infections are the hands and the feet, because those are where your nerve endings are. That's where your blood ends. That's where the worst what you call it, your blood vessels. So no, it's a little spider. Tony is brown recluses aren't big. They're called the violin spider. They're just you almost never see them.
See, here's the thing. In Washington, we've got house spiders that look almost identical to brown recluses.
Yeah, they got a lot of little clones out there. But you know what? I'm pretty sure Oregon and Washington also have brown recluses. Like you have them.
Yeah, that's literally what I was just saying.
Yeah, just not as bad as like Missouri and like parts of Kansas. Like Missouri and Iowa are bad. Oklahoma's bad. Like we're just infested with them. But you don't see them because they don't usually fuck with you. But if you do get bit, you know, there was a cable guy, no joke, a cable guy. And one like went down his like leg of his jeans and bit him over his right above his knee. And he lost his fucking leg from the knee down. From a fucking spider bite, bro. That's horror movie shit. Where the fuck is John Goodman when we need him? Straight up.
Getting paid in LA.
Yeah, a little arachnophobia, you know.
All right. Well, hey, okay. So, I don't know if you noticed that I tried calling you the other night.
No. Did you try to call me?
I did. Yeah. After I got sideswiped in the work van.
Oh, you got into a wreck?
Not a wreck. I was on the freeway, driving back to the airport.
Another car hit your car. That's a wreck. Okay, fender bender.
Not a wreck. Another car drove his Lexus into the tire of the Mercedes Sprinter van. And then, but he bumped up on it. There was like no real damage to the Mercedes. I mean, there's a little bit, but like nothing that's terrible. His car though, entire coffee ring, of like there's a huge ass fucking rubber and oil circle on his passenger side door of his Lexus.
Wow.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was so it was an interesting night to say the least, because I just got offered to become a training officer, right? Like they wanted to promote me to the training officer for the PM shift. And then like literally like that night, here, check this out. This is what it looks like, the guy's car.
Alex, it depends. Sometimes I run at about 7%, which isn't good, but it's not horrible. If I keep my insulin and fucking sugar in check, the last time I don't think my blood sugar was over 177, but there used to be a time, Alex, that like when I would try it, the machine wouldn't read it. It would come up as error. And my machine would go to 700. And it would, I remember telling Maddie that, and Maddie went, damn. There was a time when it would error out. My fucking my test strips, they would just the blood count, but right now around 7%. You know, it's not horrible, but sometimes it's just hard to keep in check because you don't realize that, oh, you just sat down and ate some mashed potatoes. There's sugar in there. You sat down and ate a certain kind of peas. There's a ton of sugar in there. Like there's sugar and shit we don't even know, guys. There's sugar in everything. Everything.
Yeah.
So I had to get a book. I tell you, I got that book, Maddie, now that shows me like the count for like I'm taking it serious, man. 2 near-death experiences, or at least almost lost a limb. If I'd have lost my right arm, that's it. I can't ride my motorcycle anymore. I can't play video games anymore. I can't do art anymore. I can't write anymore. I've even got to learn to jerk off with a different hand. You know what I mean? Like that. You guys thought I was taking it serious before? Nah. Now it's like I'm reading books and shit. I'm only cooking my food a certain way. I'm doing everything I can to keep my blood vessels good and my fucking sugar count down. I can't believe you fucked up some guy's Lexus, man.
I didn't. No.
You're driving a Mercedes?
No. That motherfucker hit my van. That ain't the other way around. He fucking see here. I'll tell you what I did. Right, this guy, like, I'm waiting for my bosses to download the dash cam footage because they're just gonna see me fucking like laying on the horn and cussing this guy out. And so it's like we pulled over, we exchanged information, I took pictures and everything else, and then I'll tell you what I didn't do is I did not in any ways acknowledge fault. Right, I was all like,
I'd have got out screaming whiplash, oh my neck, oh my back. I'd turn.
No, that's not. It's pointless. That's pointless to fucking do. In my opinion, that's pointless to fucking do.
You want to be rich?
It's not, to me, it's not worth it. To me, I can't lie like that. Like, I just could never lie like that. Not to say don't do it, I guess. If you can fucking make it work, I guess. But I couldn't do it. It's just not me.
You're a fucking actor, Maddie.
Yeah, I know. But it's like, there's a difference thing. I think there's a difference there between everything. You know what I mean? It's one of those.
No, you're like me. You don't want to see the little guy get fucked over and make up a bunch of bullshit to fuck up somebody's life for money. I'm the same way, bro. Now, if it was like somebody, but what if it was somebody? Like, what if a limo hit you and like Rihanna was in the back of that motherfucker? Would you be out screaming, "Oh my neck, oh my back"?
I believe I would quote the movie Friday.
Yeah, you go.
My neck, my back. I want 150,000.
My neck.
We can settle out of court right now for $20.
But a regular dude, and Alexa, let's be honest, guys, your van is worth more than his Lexus.
I mean, the Mercedes Sprinter van is definitely like $80,000-$90,000. His Lexus, though, is so funny because I didn't admit fault, and by the end of the conversation, he was actually saying sorry. So I'm just.
So what do you mean you tried to call me? Were you just sitting there waiting for like?
I was upset over what happened. I was just looking for someone to talk to for a few minutes because I was like, fuck. I had to go get passengers, and like another driver then brought me the passengers, and then I had to go right into like entertainment mode, which is what I do. You know,
to
keep
like yourself from being angry. Yeah.
Well, there's that, and it's like that's part of the job. Is like go in, and I'm like, hey, what's going on, everyone? Oh, you guys going?
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Alaska?
Yeah.
I do all that kind of shit, and so I just end up getting, like that's how I hustle. And so I was just like, fuck. And then they wanted me to start training this new guy, and he's a nice guy. He's from Africa, and his English is really not good. And so I had to spend like 10 hours with him on Sunday night. And then nice
Africa,
dude,
like Sudan, Nigeria, like fucking Africa,
like Uganda, like Nigeria area. Yeah,
nice,
yeah.
Bro. Nice.
Like nice dude, real nice guy. But like I could barely understand him. I felt real bad because I'm like, I'm trying to like ask him questions and I'm trying to communicate like our policies and everything else. And I'm going like, fuck, dude, like how do I say this? And we got along just fine. But it was just like, fuck, man. I was so tired when I got home.
Yeah, and then you're having like a bad day, and now you have to be patient, and your anxiety's high. Yeah, I bet that was a pretty shitty fucking day, bro.
Well, the training wasn't for till the next day, but it was just I was already stressed out from it. So
yeah, it's a shitty 24-hour period, regardless, bro. You're like, fuck, man. I wrecked the van. Someone had to bring me.
No, I didn't wreck the van.
Okay,
the van is fine.
somebody hit the van.
The van is drivable. The van is fucking drivable. Okay. It has just.
Are you guys hearing him? He is not fucking I did not wreck the van. It was not my fault. That motherfucker hit me. Okay, Matt. You know what I meant, bro. The van got a scratch on it. All right. But it threw off your whole day.
Yeah, because then after I picked, that's so funny. I picked up those group of people. I took 2 groups downtown for their cruise, and then the last lady was an hour north of Seattle. And then after that, I had 4.5 hours to wait until my next pickup.
That's 2 movies.
That was like, it was a lot of YouTube. Yeah.
That's 2 movies or 1 Snyder cut.
I tried. Yeah. I was trying to do the Snyder cut. I was actually just watching like AI shit.
Okay.
I think
we got to talk about your AI addiction, man.
Oh, really? You want to talk about AI addiction?
Just a little bit.
I want to show you something.
I'm just saying, I'm all for. I agree with a lot of, but I'll tell you what, I'm getting sick of not even being able to get on Facebook, or I'm getting sick of not being able to know what's real and what's not, man. Like I'm getting a little sick of it.
Well, you gotta use use your noggin.
No, some of it looks good, Maddie. There ain't 6 fingers on one hand, or some chick's missing a titty. Like some of it, you can't fucking tell. because it's not like an actor or something like that. It's like a commercial or something. Like, hey, check out these new fucking headphones that you can get for this amount of price and blah, blah, blah. And these guys endorse it. And then you look at it and it's not fucking real. Wow. What am I looking at?
So this is Heir to the Empire Chapter 1. Okay. This is an hour and 13-minute long fan film, Chapter 1 of them adapting Heir to the Empire, the story that every Star Wars fan who likes, Star Wars wants to see. But this is all AI.
Yeah, they just won't give us it, will they? They won't give us the Old Republic. They won't give us shit, man. They just keep pumping out the same. And then they wonder why the Mandalorian Grogu is suffering, even though it was a good movie, just like Masters of the Universe. I don't know. That one's weird to me. I thought a lot of people would come out to see that one, Maddie, and they're just not.
What, Masters of the Universe?
Yeah, everybody loves it. That has seen it. Everybody
they love it that's seen it, but it's not one.
It's just not one that people are going to see.
It's not one that, yeah. But I want to show you. I want to show you this this clip here. Okay, this is just I'm just gonna show you, and I'm not gonna set it up or nothing like that. I just want to see your take on it. Okay, so this is all AI.
No, Chewie. He's never been on time for anything in his whole life. Grievous, just in time. We were just talking about you.
Hello, Solo. Or should I say General?
I mean, but look, doesn't that? I mean, yes, it's not perfect.
It looks good, but the audio quality,
the audio is a bit off on that.
Yeah, the audio's a bit off, but it looks good. I'm not gonna lie, that does look good, man.
But like, look at this. You got like Thrawn from Ahsoka. Here's like Han, Luke, and Leia.
That's a great picture. Like if that was just a picture, you wouldn't think for a second that was AI. You know?
But check this out.
Come on, we still need to get the droids.
Oh, did they already do the? Oh.
Missed you too.
Look at. I mean, like.
How did it go, Han?
Just as well as you'd expect.
Don't worry, Luke and I will do all the talking. You can kick up your feet and relax.
Hey, wait, Luke's coming too?
Yes.
So I mean, like, it's the once you start watching it, kind of get used to the voices, like, and like the acting gets a little wooden, but it's still kind of.
You know me, man. I'm about the story. If the story's good, that's all I give a fuck about.
Yeah, this is actually pretty solid. I mean, look, like it's a little bit of, you can see some AI-isms here and whatever, but like you got this shot of Han, Leia, and C-3PO, and fucking they've got Ahsoka is in this, fucking Ezra from
from Rebels? No shit.
From like Ezra, and he's with Thrawn and shit.
What was that? Go back to that. What was that? Was that on a ship or something? What was that Rebel Alliance?
Yeah, this is
oh, that's sick, bro.
This is something Thrawn put up. It's like Sabine's work. And so they've done like a bunch of shit here. They've got I haven't finished watching it, but they've got like Mon Mothma. Oh yeah, no, yeah. So here we go. They're on Coruscant, the remnants of some of the, look, they got Julia Louis-Dreyfus.
That's funny.
It's like the bad guy.
They got Valentina in there.
Yeah, they put her in here as the bad guy. It's
No
fucking
shit.
crazy. And then here's like, look, it's fucking Luke and Obi-Wan and everything else, and like they have a conversation, and there's Mara Jade right here. Like the redhead is Mara Jade.
Yeah, that was a story I kind of always knew they weren't going to tap into that one, even though I felt like they should, because they never really gave Luke anyone outside of his sister as a love interest.
Yeah, but like look at this. Like you've got fucking Wookiee Jedi, and then that's Cal Kestis from Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing about. Like Brodan won't shut up about it. He's like, we need Cal Kestis, and I'm like, we need a live action. I'm like, yeah, he is canon, but he's also very fucking OP, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would watch it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, but I'll watch anything Star Wars. I'm a sucker. They know how to get my.
You should check this out, man. I've talked about this before. Like how fucking, like look at this here. You got Ahsoka and her Lothcat, right? And it's just like pretty decent cinematography. Like, they bring in so many fucking people from like all over and shit, and it's like it's all. I don't know how they do it. You know, I mean, this is all fucking AI. My theory.
Well, I think that it doesn't. That's how they do it. It's AI. You just type in, "This is what I want," and the AI scours the internet and then gives you Ahsoka with a cat. Like that's it.
No, you have to. There's more to it than that, obviously. But what I'm talking about here is like the editing, you know, like the scripting. I mean, like somebody's really putting this together. And that to me is the most fascinating fucking thing.
It is.
Isn't Mando building up to air? Yes, Mando is. But this is more of a fan, like a fan interpretation of it. That is, it's meant to be more in line with like the.
I wonder
book,
if you edit AI the same way. I mean, it's already a film out there. You just
You would edit it the same way. Yeah.
Because that's one thing I am actually pretty good at, man. Editing. That's the one thing that I taught myself the minute it started coming out. I was one of the dummies that paid for Sony Vegas, not knowing you could crack that shit for free. I'm one of the dummies that paid $1,000 for that shit.
Oh wow! But like, look at this here. You got Mon Mothma.
She looks just like Mon Mothma. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
You know. And then it's like even Leia there, and like you got the backdrop. I think they're on Corellia.
That wasn't there an episode on Andor where they were walking up the steps.
Yeah, that was This is kind of the same area. So they use a lot of like, you know, like they'll use a high quality screen grabs from like the movies to kind of like set reference, but it's basically just like, I mean, that looks like Carrie fucking Fisher. You know, a couple years after the events of fucking Empire, Return of the Jedi.
It literally looks like her during Jedi. Like, well, I don't want to get sidetracked, but out of all of them, which one did you think she looked the prettiest in? What's one where you looked at late and forget the slave outfit? Don't go to
no. I mean,
prettiest, not the most.
The
goonable.
Prettiest. It's Return of the Jedi, but it's when she's on Endor with Han.
When she comes out and she's got her hair all braided up.
Yeah. Well, there's that, but there's also like their little bit at the end of the movie as well. You know, like when she's shot and like he's like protecting her and everything.
Yeah.
else.
Yeah. No, she did look prettiest like in Jedi. She really did that.
And that was when she was on the most cocaine.
Yeah, and I thought the prettiest ever. Everybody has the slave Leia. I like her when she comes out and they find out the Ewoks have taken her in, and she's got them long braids, but her hair is still down.
Yeah,
and she comes out and she's like, "These are my friends. You can't eat my friends. They were gonna eat them. You motherfuckers think that the Ewoks are so cute. They call them the murder bears for a reason. They were gonna fucking eat those motherfuckers."
I tried showing my 8-year-old Ewoks the other day, and she was like, "These things look hideous."
Yeah, no, Wicked was cute, and I remember when I was a little kid, because I've told you guys this story. I don't want to bore you, but the first movie I ever saw in a theater alone was Return of the Jedi. It's the first movie I ever saw in a theater, and I remember when that Ewok got shot and died. I remember like getting a lump in my throat and not understanding. I was only 9 years old. I did not understand. My mind couldn't connect to movies can make you cry. You gotta remember, I hadn't seen anything worthy of that yet, Maddie. I hadn't seen anything that could like emote like that. And I remember seeing that Ewok get shot, and it brought me right back to Old Yeller. The only other time I felt that way, and I went, "Fuck, man." 9 years old, and I was like, I'm gonna watch movies forever. This is gonna be the greatest thing ever, man. But I also remember thinking, wow, as I got older and read the books, and the wars with the Ewoks and shit, and I went, yo, these little motherfuckers. Everyone's like, how'd you let a bunch of little fucking teddy bears take down the Empire? Because they're fucking vicious little savage motherfuckers. That's why. In the books, they're horrible. In the books, they're just, you don't want to fuck with them. They'll jump on you and they'll like rip your flesh off while you're still alive, and they'll cook it and they'll eat it. So it was just weird that they let her look that sexy. I wonder if they were going to eat her. You think they were going to eat her, man?
I mean, like maybe they were going to,
right?
Well, they were going to sacrifice Han and Luke, and then C-3PO was all like, I'm now their god, so that's not going to happen. It's good shit. But I actually do need to wind it down because I do need to get going.
Yeah. Let me get out of here. You close up the show.
I'll fully, for transparency's sake, I really want to play some more 007 before I go to sleep.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I get it, and it's late for me anyway. I just wanted to jump in because I ain't jumped in a while and tell everybody that I defeated the Bionicle Recluse, and if I find it, I'm not killing it. If I find it, I'm putting it in a fucking jar and I'm gonna torture it.
Oh my God, I didn't realize the Flintstones movie came out in 4K.
You really give a shit about that?
You don't?
I've never seen it. I can never get
through it. It looks like it's only in fucking looks like it's only in Steelbook. I don't really want that.
Thanks, Spherical. You guys, you good? I love all you motherfuckers. Maddie, wind down your show. I will hit you
Day of the Dead came out too.
Okay, Day of the Dead I could deal with, but
Mortal Kombat the Limited? Is it
I don't even want to talk to you right now. You haven't seen Christine, you haven't seen Ryan, but this motherfucker's looking up Flintstone movies, guys.
Fuck you. You mentioned John Goodman earlier.
Okay, that was for arachnophobia.
All right. Jesus Christ.
Be good. I love you guys.
All right. See you, buddy. Thank you. All right, Chris, the bipolar Jedi, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, anyway, I'm going to wrap it up. Yeah, I should have done that earlier too. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to go play some Bond. Bond's fun. I probably will be on tomorrow because the girlfriend is working all day and then I got the kids. So then I got shit to do afterward. Anyway, yeah, thank you guys. I'll get back into doing more standalone video shit. I've just been so busy. I just haven't had the energy. And I don't really know what to, it's sometimes it's like, it's easy to do a tweet about a news story rather than like make a video, I guess. So we'll see. But thank you guys. Have yourself a great evening. Thank you again for watching. Be sure to leave a like and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.